Hello, traders, and welcome to tradingwithbill.com. I'm Bill. We're in Thailand. We're going to talk a little bit about Forex. Traders, great to be with you on a Tuesday. Not a nice day outside today. It actually was raining early this morning. Cloudy skies. Maybe it'll burn off, but not too soon. So that'll be a good thing. We can use a little bit of coolness in the air. It's been baking here in Thailand. So, it's been very hot. And we're feeling it. All right, so here we are on a Tuesday. Well, I guess, yesterday you can see on this news thing that, we had some FOMC speakers out, and I guess the markets really didn't like what they had to say. And the dollar's got a little bit weak, not as far as what it is. It's 93.43. But the currency pairs, the dollar took a little bit of a hit. I don't expect that to last. I expect that just to turn around. This is a typical news event, does its little blast, and then it's going to come back to where it was before. That's a normal thing. Hong Kong, South Korea on a holiday today. So what do we have in news today? Who cares? BOE Governor Carney speaks. Do you really care? No, I don't care. They got just people speaking all over the place. Wow, unbelievable. Inflation report hearings out of the pound today. Industrial trends orders for May. Then we get into the U.S. session, Red Book. Okay. Yeah, wow, really slow day. I didn't look at this before I put the camera on, but wow, that is really a slow day today. Not a lot going on. Tomorrow morning, we have construction work done out of the Aussie and MI leading index tomorrow. API weekly crude comes out later today. And that looks like that's about it. Yeah, I don't see anything, my friends, that is of any significance at all. Really, nothing. Just don't see anything here that's going to change anything today. So we'll just keep it at it as it is. Let's go over here and just take a look at, like I said, Dow index is at 93.43, just under that 50 mark. It went to about 64 yesterday. Just touched and came back down. We'll take a look at that later. And that's about it. Bitcoin's down back to 8,000. And, who cares about that today? All right. Yeah, I am just full of energy today. I have no idea why. I have no idea why I'm so energetic today. All right, so crude oil, WTI, is at 72.52 as we speak. And Brent oil is at 79.38. Look, it's heading to 80. Yeah, heading for 80. Gold is at 1,292.20. And, yeah, that's coming down. But at least it's correlated, right? You got oil going up and gold coming down, right? You don't want to see oil and gold both going in the same direction, right? That's a bad thing. You always want to see one up and one down. That's how you want to look at gold and oil. All right, so yeah, let's get to it. Let's get to the charts. So I was looking at this pound dollar. Now, this is these charts are showing me that we have no gap. We have no gap in these charts. On my other screen, my Ninja Trader charts, I have a gap. So I was, I did a trade plan basically to solve the gap. But it really doesn't make a difference because the trade plan is still going to work out. So what I'm looking for here is, 34.80. Let's look at 34.80. Let's get a pullback to 34.80, and then we can sell it. Now, your other choice is you can sell it right here at 34.40. Sell it here. It's at that 55 exponential moving average, and take it to the downside from here. I'm a little hesitant on that because where you're coming back into, you come into that 3,400 area, right? Double zeros, whole number, right? That says bounce to me. That says you're going to get in trouble, right? So I really want this to pull back up to that 200 exponential moving average. Now, for those of you who want to buy this, saying, hey, listen, you know what? This is at support. Let's buy this up to the next resistance level. That's not a bad idea either. So you can buy this, but I would wait till it breaks that 55 exponential moving average and closes above it, and then take your trade. And then you can take it all the way back up to that 3480, which is going to be the 200 exponential moving average, and you'll be fine. Okay, so we got both sides of the trade here. We can wait for the pullback to the 200, and we'll sell it, or you can counter trend trade this and take this up once it closes above the 55 EMA. Alrighty? Okay. Let's take a look at the New Zealand dollar. So this is what I'm talking about. Like this is New York afternoon here, folks. Here you get into Asia, right? 3 hours, right? And this is like all New York. This thing just took off. So this tells me that this is absolutely a data thing, and this tells me this is going to come back down. And I don't think this is a bad short. Really, I don't think this is a bad short. Like now, right? Let's see if we can get this to close below that 10 EMA. And we just take this to the downside, right? Listen, this pair is bearish. The Kiwi is not strong. The Kiwi didn't make this move to the upside. This is because the dollar took a little bit of a hit here on news, and that's what that's all about. So we have all our lines here, right? We had this box here, right? Now it's pulled out of it, all that stuff. So the only one we're going to take off is that one. And other than that, this is going to hold. This is an overshoot, right? This came out of the box, overshoot. Now it's going to come back down from data. So now we're just going to respect it, wait, because the other thing that's going to could happen is this thing's going to get a little bit of movement here, and this thing's going to continue to the upside, which is very possible. So we need a little bit of confirmation. Let this close below the 10, and we can take it to the downside. The other nice thing about this is there's like no drawdown. Like you're looking at a 12 pip drawdown on this to get in this. 15 pip drawdown at the most you're going to put in here. And I would say if you are in this, say you get in this under the moving average 10, and then it decides it's going to close again above it, I just get out. Right? If you get in the trade, it goes back above the 10 and closes, I would get out. Okay? But if you look at your EMAs, they are pointed to the upside, so there is angle and separation here. So it's, this a little risky, but we're at the right levels, right? We sell it resistance, we buy it support, so I think this is okay. But I do say this is going to come back down at some point, right? This is going to come back down. So just keep an eye on that. Let's take a look at the Euro Aussie. One of my wonderful pairs to trade. Now, we haven't looked at this, and this looks really nice. Look at this. This is one thing about this Euro Aussie. This thing just gets in a mood and a mode and just goes, right? It doesn't care what's going on in the world. When it says it wants to go down, it goes down. Now, this is a very bearish pair here. So, like, what are we going to do with this? Because if you want to trade something, you want to always try to get in this pair, right? So let's get a fib here, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. And we really want to take this, right? So here's a level here at this 56.13. That's a little close to the whole number, right? We really don't want to do that. So we're going to come up here to this 56.60 area. See if we can get a pullback. Now, it might go to the 50, and that's fine. We'll take it at the 50 also. I have no problem with that. But let's see if we can get this as close to that 200 exponential moving average, and we'll take this to the downside. Where it's at now, there's nothing to do. We can only hope that this is going to make a change here, and it's going to head to the upside, and we can do that. For those of you who were saying, well, I'm interested, right? Hey, I'm interested. So if you're interested, alrighty, you can take that from here. I'd wait for a bullish candlestick formation, close above that 10, and get up there and then take it. Watch, you're gonna get a bump at that 56 level. So maybe you'll wait till it clears that 5600 level and then let it continue to climb from there. But if it works, if you listen, even if it halfway works, folks, you're gonna get 25 pips, 30 pips on this. If it halfway works to the upside, right? If we get to the 200 and comes down, we're still looking about 25 or 30 pips that we can make some pips on this pair today. So that's what we're looking at. Again, it's a technical trading day. It's a technical trading day. There's really not a lot we could talk about other than it's a technical trading day. There surely is no data out there to talk about. We'll just take a peek at it. The euro dollar. Nice levels here. This is not a bad spot. It's at the 200, right? It's at the 200. We'll take this back down to here. So at the 200, so it's 1790. This looks pretty good, folks. This really looks nice. Actually, this trade is actually from yesterday, and this trade has finally given us our point of entry. Remember yesterday, we wanted this to get up to that 200 exponential moving average, and then we were going to sell it. Well, guess what? 24 hours later, we're at that spot. With that 200 exponential moving average, let's get a close below the 10 and take this to the downside. Get in it at 1790, get out of it at 1720, 25, get out of it. You can put 50 pips in the bank today if this works out for us today. I don't think that's a bad move. I like it, in fact. Now, you're going to get a bounce at that 55 EMA, right? You're going to get a bounce there, so just be prepared for it. You're going to get a bounce. Where are you going to put your stop? Yeah, we're going to put our stop at 1810. 1810, 1815 at the most. We're going to put our stop, and we're going to, we're hoping to grab a good 50 pips here. Traders, it's that time, and it's that time for the lovely and the awesome, the dollar index. So you can see here, it actually went to that 94 area. Now we're back at 93.50. Came back down. Technically, it's now at this 200 exponential moving average. You would think it's going to bounce from here. So we'll see what happens today. We surely want this to move back up to the 94 area, as we want the dollar strong. All right, so it's not looking bad, but it's not looking that great, so I'd call it a cloudy day on the dollar index. Traders, thank you so much for being with me on this Tuesday. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow morning in Asia. Traders, always remember to trade smart, not hard. We'll catch you, my friends, tomorrow morning. Take care now. Bye-bye.